Right, time to look at the sport, and Arun Lal has joined us in the studio. Arun.
Yes, what a weekend it's been for our teams. The magic of the FA Cup struck again, and could Nottingham Forest fans be dreaming of the Champions League? As I mentioned, there was a big win at the City Ground for the Reds, who are 6 points off league leaders Liverpool, but Derby County's struggles continue in the Championship. In the FA Cup, Harbour Town's Bees are flying high again, while 7th-tier Kettering Town came out on top in a Northamptonshire derby. Nestled in the quiet town of Market Harborough is a football club that is making big noises. Harbour Town have been climbing through the ranks and this weekend are looking to make another massive statement. The side in the 7th tier are taking on one of the oldest names in the game. If you did beat Bury, would you see it as a giant killing?
In the old stature of Bury, yeah, but I think at the position that they're in now, they're still well supported. We won't see the Bury at home because they'll be playing here, but at the moment we'll treat them as a level opposition and we'll do our best.
Shakespeare oversaw their Champions League run, including that incredible comeback against Sevilla.
I literally was born around the corner, so to see what he was involved with when we won everything, you know, and in the Champions League, fantastic.
Real legend for the club. You know, that Sevilla game, obviously that's the one that everyone's talking about. You know, first English guy to take us to the quarterfinals, it was great.
Well, tributes have been laid at the place that Craig Shakespeare used to call home for many, many years, with one reading "Thanks for the memories," part of the impossible dream, which just shows the lasting legacy he had on the club.
With it being Birmingham based, it just fit perfectly with myself, and you know, being a part of it is something that I'll hold very close to my chest.
I know you previously touched on how much this city and this area means to you, and that you want to give back to the community. Well, what would that look like?
Oh, you want the secrets? A
little bit, yeah. I feel like you touched on it just then when you talked about the gymnastics school that you were doing.
Yeah, so I've got some ideas that I want to do in the future. At the moment, I'm trying to open my own gymnastics club.
Arun, what more can you tell us?
Well, Pablo, as you mentioned, the club released a statement on their website just a few hours ago dismissing Paul Warne from them as their manager. But I can just say football changes very quickly, because Paul Warne was the man who just last season guided the Rams back to the Championship from League One. And this season, it actually didn't start too bad in life in the Championship as well. At one point, they were 12th in the league, and there were murmurings of a potential playoff push. But as I mentioned, football can change very, very quickly. And as we can see here from the league table, the Rams sit 22nd in the league, just 2 points from safety. And that's off the back of those 7 games in a row which they've lost in the league, which is one of the worst they've seen in the league in 17 years.
Let's cross to our reporter, Arun Lal, who joins us from the newsroom. What more can you tell us?
Well, as you said, we were told a woman had died on Wednesday in a suspected XL bully attack. Today, police named the victim of the attack as 19-year-old Morgan Dorset, who was from Shropshire. They also confirmed that she died at the scene despite the efforts of the emergency services. Well, we can now show you a neighbour's doorbell footage that captured the moment emergency services arrived at the flat. It shows officers pulling up to the address and entering the property. Floating like butterflies, but stinging like bees. These students at King Edward VI Camp Hill School for Girls could be the mixed martial arts stars of the future. It's all because of sessions put on to encourage more girls to get into the sport. And it seems as though the students are loving every second of it.
It makes me feel like I have power as well. I feel stronger when I do it, and I know that I'd be able to defend myself if anything happened as well.
There's ranges of different skills you can do, and it shows you how to defend yourself and be more confident in yourself.
I like being up there in the ring. I like doing mock spars with other people, and I also like being taught self-defense, especially because I know that's going to come in handy in the future if I ever need to defend myself.